So my name is Rafael Yanez Munoz, if I pronounce it the Spanish way, but everyone around here calls me Rafael Yanez. And I'm a professor of advanced therapy at Royal Holloway, which is a college of the University of London. We do research on rare diseases, and specifically we try to develop novel therapies based on the use of genes as medicines, what we call gene therapy, as well as the use of stem cells, again for therapy, what we call cell therapy. So our lab develops novel gene and cell therapies, mostly for rare diseases. I am fortunate that for most of my career I have been able to work on the topics of my choice. And when I finished my PhD in Madrid, I decided that I was really attracted at the possibility of using genes as medicines and the field of gene therapy. And more than 20 years ago, I entered the field, and right now we are at the very exciting time in which the first marketed pharmaceuticals for rare diseases based on gene medicines are entering the market. CRISPR-Cas is a new technology that allows us to make specific changes to the DNA of our cells. I love this picture because it really encapsulates what we can do nowadays, which is make specific changes, in this particular case, correct mutations that cause genetic diseases. And this is a perfect graphic way to show what you can do. And CRISPR simply allows you to make that change more easily. What we are proposing to do is to correct specific mutations, specific changes that make the ATM gene non-functional. And we are going to be using this genome editing technology that allows us to introduce specific changes in the DNA. Unfortunately, AT can be caused by many different changes in the gene, and we cannot attempt to correct them all at once. So we are focusing on 2 or 3 specific changes and try to demonstrate that it can be done. And if that is the case, future studies will attempt at correcting many other changes in the ATM gene. At the moment, there are no therapeutic options available for AT patients. All doctors can do is treat symptoms. So there is a desperate need, what we call an unmet need, for therapeutics for AT. And we believe that advanced therapies like the ones we work on in the lab will provide the key for AT and actually many other rare diseases. We are hoping that eventually we will be able to provide a treatment for children affected by AT. That may require separate pharmaceuticals because the condition has symptoms affecting the central nervous system, so coordination of movement as well as symptoms arising from defects in the blood, and that would require perhaps separate treatments. But eventually our hope is to be able to provide pharmaceuticals that will make a significant change to the daily life of those children affected by the disease. As there are so many rare diseases, there is limited funding that we can apply for, it's actually very difficult to get funding for a specific rare disease. That is the point where charities that support the research on specific diseases have a critical role to play. For us, Action for AT has effectively plugged that gap. They have provided us with the funding that will allow us to work specifically on the development of therapeutics for AT. It would be extremely difficult to find that elsewhere.